Well, you know what I don't want to do? Make a video for the stupid game that happened yesterday. But you know what? We got it. That's just how we are. We got to move on and keep going. This was atrocious that the Leafs did not manage to come up with a win yesterday night. Hockey night in Canada against the Montreal Canadiens. Started off well, ended poorly. What is up, guys? My name is Nicholas Garcella. Welcome back to another video. The Toronto Maple Leafs lose 4-2 to the Montreal Canadiens at the Bell Center, and not a great performance from Eric Shalgren last night, but we'll get into that in further details. This was awful to watch. I was very upset after yesterday night's game, knowing that the Leafs had the opportunities, had the chances, had the belief that they were going to come back and win this game, and it just kept turning on them. So, a reminder of how the playoffs went against the Montreal Canadiens last year, so it was not a healthy reminder. It was more of a slap in the face once again from the Montreal Canadiens this season. They just keep getting the better of the Maple Leafs. But we'll start off with a banger. Austin Matthews. Mitch Marner with his 43rd assist of the year. 30 for Michael Bunting. He passes it off, a quick little saucer off to Austin Matthews. He one-times it in. 36 seconds in, and Matthews has got his 47th of the season. Let's go. However, second period rolls around because it'll end 1-0 at the end of the first. And the Habs start to bring it on. Got to be honest, the Habs started to look good. And they started to bring on the pressure. Not even that long after, Nick Suzuki to Laurent Dauphin. David Savard in front of the net. Horrible play by William Nylander, but a gorgeous pass across from Dauphin. And the Montreal Canadiens have the 1-0 lead. Nick Suzuki, with only 2 minutes left to go in the second period, a power play that starts. Nick Suzuki has been a really good player for the Montreal Canadiens in the last couple games, and today he shined, and today he got the assist he needed and the second assist that he needed. 31 of the year for Nick Suzuki. Chris Weidman over to Cole Caulfield. The gorgeous shot by Caulfield absolutely lights the lamp on Eric Shalgren. No chance for Shalgren. What a perfectly placed shot. 14th of the year for Cole Caulfield. A power play goal. And the Toronto Maple Leafs down 2-1 going into the third period. 7 minutes and 33 seconds in. It's Mitch Marner, John Tavares, and William Nylander. John Tavares tips a shot in front, puck in front, loose, looking for it. Nylander finds it. His 24th of the season, a power play tally, and the Toronto Maple Leafs tie it up at 2. This is where it all goes downhill. About 3 minutes left to go, or 2.5 minutes rather, to go in this game. The Leafs put on the pressure. They got everything they want. And then all of a sudden, there was a slew foot. Not even a slew foot. I wouldn't even consider the slew foot the root of the issue. It was the fact that Joel Edmondson absolutely railroaded Matthews, who wasn't even in the play, and just took him out. Sure, Matthews was in the play. I can agree with that. But Joel Edmondson wasn't. Joel Edmondson had no reason to hit Matthews and knock him down like that. And then on top of that, Byron with a slew foot knocks down Austin Matthews all on top of it. So it becomes a 3-on-1 for the Montreal Canadiens. What does Paul Byron do? He carries the puck himself, goes and shoots on Shalgren, flat on the ice. Shalgren had no clue that that puck was going to be flat on the ice because Byron was looking at the pass the entire time, telegraphing he was going to pass. So Shalgren was getting ready, but he took the shot. Flat on the ice, it goes in. 4 goals for the season by Paul Byron. No assists on the play. Shocker? No, because that slew foot really annoyed me. Really. That was awful by the Montreal Canadiens and the refs on their part. Refs had to be on top of that one. Bad job by the referees. Then, with only 30 seconds, nearly 20 left to go in the third period, David Savard throws it to Paul Byron. Christian Dvorak, empty net. Good night, Irene, because the 8th goal of the season for Christian Dvorak. He makes it 4-2 for the Montreal Canadiens, and they win the game. We'll go into some stats, and the most whopping stat of the night. Toronto, 51 shots on goal to 18. 51 to 18. And we still lost. Hits were heavily in favor of Montreal. I'm not surprised, to be honest. 30 hits to 11. The Leafs just heavily out physical in every single battle that they had in this game. One surprising stat, though, Leafs lost faceoffs 36 to 25 by 11. So losing by 11 faceoffs, I'm shocked that the Leafs actually did lose by quite a margin. I saw that stat in the third period that the Leafs were losing 64% of faceoffs that night. Against who? I mean, you have Nick Suzuki, you have who else? Dvorak, and then the third line center, the Habs, in the fourth. Why are we losing so many faceoffs? We have one of the highest faceoff percentages in the league, and we just couldn't beat the Habs yesterday in that category. Penalty minutes with the Maple Leafs having 4 and the Montreal Canadiens having 6. A power play goal for each team. Only 2 power play chances for the Montreal Canadiens. They capitalized on 50%. And the Toronto Maple Leafs had a quarter, which was 1 goal and 3 attempts. They missed 2 of the opportunities they had, but had 1 goal. 18 giveaways for the Montreal Canadiens to 10 in favor of Montreal, of course. And the takeaways were heavily in favor of Montreal with 16 to 11. Take a look at the 3 stars of tonight. Paul Byron finds himself a 3rd star tonight. 1 goal, 1 apple, +2 on the night, and a 16:06 of time on ice. Nick Suzuki with the 2nd star with 2 apples on the night and a 23 minutes and 6 seconds of time on ice. And Jake Allen with 49 saves, 2 goals against, and a .961. I mean, the guy was unstoppable last night. I have a lot of respect for Jake Allen, and I love the guy. I really love Jake Allen. He's a fantastic player. He puts it all out on the ice, and he does everything he needs to do to make sure his team can get a win. And he did that yesterday for the Habs. The Habs were heavily outshot, heavily outpossessed. Everything was in the favor of the Maple Leafs, maybe except for faceoffs and hits. But the Leafs were the better team yesterday, and they should have won. But Jake Allen kept the Montreal Canadiens in it. There's nothing really else to say about it. Eric Shalgren, let's get on to him, had a really rough night. 3 goals against, 14 saves, 17 shots against, and an .824 save percentage. So a really tough night for Eric Shalgren. Any standout players really on the Leafs side? Not really, besides maybe Justin Hall, who had 4 shots on goal with +1 of the night and played nearly 20 minutes and had 1 block. Mark Giordano had 5 blocks yesterday. Wow. He has really become a good leader out there for this team. Speaking of leaders, Morgan Riley has not been playing well recently. -2, 3 shots on goal, 2 penalty minutes. Played 21 minutes, so you can feel for the guy, but at the same time, needs to be better. Wayne Simmons had 4 hits and a block. So Colin Blackwell has really changed that line, that whole mechanic of the line. I think they become a completely different team, and it's really shown with this group. I mean, Colin Blackwell is doing something for Toronto Maple Leafs, and they're playing better as a team. More evenly spread around the line, so it's good to see that. Next time for the Maple Leafs, because, dear God, I just want to get rid of this game. And hearing that tonight is going to be the game that it is, I was very mad. Because, you know, you're trying to catch a playoff spot, but you have to go play these teams now in a back-to-back. I mean, this is not what the Leafs wanted. We haven't played this team, the Florida Panthers, in forever. And now we're going to go play them on a back-to-back? The last time we played the Florida Panthers, I'm pretty sure it was 2019. Why? That was the last time we played the Florida Panthers, and we're playing them on a back-to-back. Tired group. A group that gave it their all yesterday. couldn't get the job done, and now they have to go beat one of the best teams in the league on a back-to-back. Frustrated me. But we persevere. We have to persevere, and I hope the Leafs can do so. A very good Florida Panthers team in front of us tonight. Sunday, March 27th, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Peter Mrazek with 11 wins and 6 losses, a 339 GAA, and an 889 save percentage. So yikes on that part, but I know Mrazek is going to do better. He played a lot better against the New Jersey Devils, and I think it's a step in the right direction. A man who has had his step in the right direction, Spencer Knight with 13 wins, 7 losses, 3 overtime losses, and 1 shutout to his name. He's also credited with a 289 goals against average and a 906 save percentage. So the Florida Panthers actually lost yesterday, won in a shootout to the Ottawa Senators. Tough game for them. You know, they almost lost that game, but they kept with it, and they knew they were going to tie it up at some point, and they did end up tying it. They did end up going to a shootout, and that's where they claimed their victory. So the Florida Panthers feeling good, the Leafs not so good. Hopefully the Leafs can grab that and take it with them, because right now in the standings, it is not very good for the Toronto Maple Leafs. As I predicted in the beginning of the season, I predicted the Leafs to be in a wild card spot, and I believe I also had the Penguins in there too. Right now it's the Capitals, so it could change, but I don't think it will. I think the Capitals are too good, or Penguins rather, are too good to be in that spot. So the Leafs currently sitting in the first wild card spot with 85 points. Washington with 84 points, so we got to watch out for that. But 3 games in hand of the Toronto Maple Leafs, so they got tons of time. Tampa Bay, same games played, 86 points though, and the Boston Bruins, 1 more game played with 87 points. So if we win tonight against the Florida Panthers, we jump right into second, but not for long, because the Tampa Bay Lightning play the New York Islanders this afternoon. So there's going to be a lot of scoreboard watching over the next course of the month. I think it's going to be really going to go down to the wire. And if I had to make a prediction right now of what I do see commencing in the NHL standings, I mean, looking at this division for the Atlantic, it is so tough. It is so tough because there's so many fantastic teams that are here, and it's just too hard to call. So I would probably say Florida first, probably give Boston second place, and Tampa the third. I'm giving the Leafs the wild card spot. Look, I don't see this changing. I think the Leafs are going to have a really tough schedule. There's not going to be enough games for them to make up the points. Eventually, I do think this is where the Leafs are going to lie, and I do think they face the Carolina Hurricanes in the first round. But the Florida Panthers do hold that spot right now, where the Leafs, they would play the Carolina Hurricanes, the second place team. But Carolina really forcing Florida to play well in these next couple weeks. But anyways, guys, I'll stop babbling. That is all I have to say for today. Hope you had a nice, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you also have a nice day, but I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more of these videos, and please make sure to share this video with your friends and family. Helps me a lot, guys, and I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the Florida Panthers game tonight. I won't be able to watch it, but I know it's going to be a doozy, so make sure to catch it tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. It's going to be a very, very tough game. Make sure to watch it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take it easy, guys.